welcome back to the club. How does it feel to sit there as South Shields manager?
Well, it's great to be back at the club after so many years. I think we need to wait for the right time, the right opportunity, and we believe with the chairman this is the right time for me to get back. So a different role, different challenge, but very exciting about it.
When you step back into the club today, it must bring back a lot of happy memories for you.
Always that I come back to the club, I remember, my first few games here, how different the stadium was compared like it is now. But it's good to see, so many things going on at the club in a good way. The club growing so fast, and obviously after promotion, everyone is excited about it. So it's great to be part of the club again.
This is the first time you've been a manager. How eager have you been to get a chance like this?
Well, it's a fantastic opportunity, especially with the platform the club have already, to give me this chance to start a new career, to experiment what it's like to be a manager. As a footballer, I know what it's like to be. I've been there. Obviously, I was a big part of the club, but now it's just a different role with a lot of things to do, I guess, starting now. Probably a few things to change, but obviously the main thing is trying to find the right shape to obviously get into the league in the right conditions, with the right players and everyone in a positive vibe to hopefully do well again.
It's been 5 years since you left here as a player. How impressed have you been with the way the club's developed sort of on and off the pitch since your time here?
Yeah, it's fantastic to see, everything that happened in the last 4 or 5 years on the football side, outside the football side. The amount of people working at the club now compared the amount of people that was working before. So that tell you, how much the club has grown. And obviously, looking at the team now that after 3 or 4 years looking for that promotion that didn't happen, to see the team now getting that promotion, I'm sure the players are excited to challenge themselves in a high division league. So yeah, the right things happen at the club. Obviously, good things sometimes take time, but a new challenge now for myself, for the club, and for the players, I guess, as well.
And as you mentioned, the team won promotion last season, so it must be a real bonus for you to be able to take over the club at such a good point. Yes.
But how I am. I like to compete. I'm not a person that will be happy to sit mid-table, and that's why we need to get the right things do at the beginning. Get the right players, get to see every player that's in the team now. See what conditions are they when back for pre-season, and of course with the help of the assistant coach and everyone else involved in the club, we'll try to do the best this season coming.
In terms of your vision and your philosophy, do you have a preferred style of play? Do you have a way that you'd like a Julio Arca team to look like?
Well, of course, being from South America and the way that people play over there, I like to play football. I like to play attractive football. I get asked, what system will you play? What system will be the best that could work for you? I won't know that till I see the players, till I see who will go available. Probably be players coming for sure. To obviously get the team even stronger for the next challenge. So we'll have to have a look at everything that we got here, and of course then we're going to plan ahead of the season.
You've of course worked with a lot of managers over your career, the likes of Gareth Southgate, Peter Reid, the manager that you've had here as well. I guess you must have taken a little bit from all of those that you might be able to help you in your career.
Everyone got a different philosophy of football, and I guess in these leagues you need to have different options. You know what it's like when you play in good pitches like the one here now, or when you play in away in harder pitches where you cannot play as much football as you like to do. So having options is always good, and yes, of course, I take a lot from the managers I play under. Tony Mowbray is one of them. probably the one I reflected the most because he liked to play football. I mean, as you see, the Sunderland style they got now is really good. It's working, even with a lot of injuries, without strikers, but again, everything is different. So we'll see what we can do here.
You've been involved in coaching for about 10 years. So is it fair to say that you've been building up this moment over those 10 years, building up a lot of experience on the coaching field as well?
Yes, but as you know, every challenge is different. Of course, I like to do as well as I can here. But yeah, it's a good challenge. It's a big challenge that I'm excited about. Opportunities like that don't present too often. When they present, you need to be ready for it. So of course, when I was a player here, I did the best I could, and the same will happen here. I'll do the best I can as a manager.
And you've got a period of time now before pre-season where you might get the chance to look at the squad and the players that you might need to bring into the squad as well. Have you got any plans to sort of speak to the players before pre-season, maybe to get a bit of a vibe of what they're all about as well?
Yes, I mean, it's been a few busy 48 hours or probably a bit more. So we're going to let things settle down now. Of course, next week we start working on things that we need to work, speaking with players, and try to start sorting things out. But the good thing is that we got time. The players only finished the season last Saturday, so we still a good few weeks before they come back to pre-season. So it's good to have time to work things out.
You mentioned that you're very ambitious, that you wanted to win all the time. I guess it's very early days to look ahead of the targets for next season and where you'd like to finish in the league. Is it in terms of just trying to progress the club as far as you can in this first season, would you say?
Yeah, I like to be a competitive team, not just trying to see or find a position where we're going to be comfortable. I think the team, for what I see last season, some fantastic players in here that they can get pushed to do even better than what they done last season. So yes, of course it's going to be a competitive league. The higher you go, the harder it gets. But I think we got players here that, of course, they can compete in that division and even higher. We got players that play even higher than that. We got players that play in that league. So yes, I mean, no league is easy, and you're gonna have probably harder games. You get a lot more professional teams in there as well. You get part-time teams as well, but I guess everyone wanna do well against South Shields. This is a team that is growing, is climbing up the leagues, so everyone wanna play against South Shields, wanna compete and beat obviously South Shields.
Of course, 8 years since you came here for the first time as a player, the club's progressed up about 4 divisions since then. A lot has changed off the field and on the field.
Yeah.
How impressed are you with the way the club's grown from that first moment that you came into the door?
Well, I remember just reading at this picture behind me. Stocksley was my first game when obviously we only had one stand, the old stand, and I'm just seeing now, the stands that the club have, got boxes, you got bar here, bar there, the amount of people is supporting the club. Obviously, the players that the club can attract to come here, that all these things show you that the club is in the right direction. Obviously, credit to the chairman for doing what he's done the last few years. The amount of money, obviously, he invests in the club, but it seems to be paying off. As I say, sometimes things take a bit longer than what you expected, but at the moment I think the club is in the right direction, and it'd be good to see the club keep climbing up the leagues. As a fan, as an ex-footballer, and as a manager now, I would love to see that.
You must take a lot of pride in your role, know that you've played over those years, those first 3 years, to help the club on the first 3 years of its journey. Must give you a lot of pride.
Yeah, of course. I think the team that we have, obviously we have different players coming in and out, but that 3 years, I think we brought a strong platform for the club to keep climbing up, in the leagues. Sadly, it took a bit longer than what expected, but obviously then 3 years in the club were good. Fantastic memories. We got 3 promotions, 3 different cups. Obviously, last one in Wembley. So yeah, it was great time for everyone, not just for us, for the fans, for the chairman, for everyone involved in the club. People working behind doors that not many fans see them. The amount of time I see, like, people working on the pitch before the games, even yourself and many others, trying to get the pitch in the right condition for us to play, just 2 hours before the game. So it's a lot of things that happen to, like, see the club where it is now. So it's always good to reflect on, all the sacrifices, all the work that people put in here, to see what the club is now, and it's great. When you see all the work that people done, it just pay off. But if you're ambitious, you always want to continue, see the club growing, and I think the club got, I think it got the tools to, like, keep growing.
As the club grows, how important is it to maintain that connection with the fan base as well, and the spirit that you've got behind the scenes that you experienced in those 3 years as well?
Well, I think, especially here in the Northeast, I think that connection with the fans is an important factor, especially when you have a big crowd here. That could help the team a lot. I've been here big games where the fans could help you go the extra percentage to win games. So obviously, from my side, the connection with the fans always been great, and it will continue. Of course, now I'm in a different position, but results will make people happy or sad. But that's a challenge I'm taking now. Of course, people need to see, or they need to know that I will do the best I can to put South Shields in a great position in the table this season.
I'm going to mention that just as a final point, your work ethic as well was well renowned as a player. I guess you can show exactly the same now as a manager.
Yeah, of course. We're trying to, like, show people and show everyone that this is a professional club, and we need to get things right. And I think the players understand that. I believe the commitment of the players will be here. And hopefully they adapt to what we're looking to do. I'm sure they will, because I heard that it's a good group. The players that are in the club now, competitive, and I'm sure every player that when you go into a new season, a new league, you want to compete. You want to see how far can you go, how high can you climb in the league, and I think that's our ambition, trying to, like, push the players, get the group to work together, have the same ambition, and just test ourselves and see how far can we go.